the shootout inside the OK Corral, folks.
Hello, it's Lisa, and
tickets now before they sell out.
sorry. So here I am back in Tombstone, and look who's behind me. It's the Earp brothers and Doc Holliday. So we got Wyatt Earp, we got Morgan and Virgil Earp and Doc Holliday, and they're getting ready to go in and kill some bad guys here pretty soon. I'm not going to get too close because I'm going to let the tourists have their time. I'm out here all the time. But I literally wanted to talk with you about galleries and how to get your work inside, into a gallery if you're interested, getting your work showcased into a gallery. And one of the reasons why you can always find me in Tombstone, let me show you.
In the street, folks. Get your tickets now. Shootout inside the OK Corral.
Because this is my hangout. This is my little art gallery. Our art gallery. It's a co-op, and I'll talk to you a little bit about all the differences in that. But I want to show you how to get your foot in the door in one of these. So stand by. Okay, so now we're inside my little Town Too Tough to Die gallery. So some of the different types of galleries that are out there that you should be aware of when you are looking to put your work out there is there's co-op type of galleries, which is, this is the type of gallery that is. And a co-op is basically many artists come together and we all work shifts and we keep the doors open and we do everything gallery. So we are the, owners of our own destiny. Then that usually is running 20 to 40% commission depending on the gallery. There's all different, every gallery is maybe a little different. The other way is the straight up commission, where you don't have to do the time, but you have to pay. You're going to pay 50%, 60% commission in those types of places. And the other type of gallery that's not very well known, and I found out the hard way on my very first time attempting to get into a gallery, was Wholesale. And luckily the owner of the gallery was very, very patient with me and understood that, I didn't know what I was doing. But the Wholesale is where he's going to pay you roughly 50 to 60% of your retail and take your inventory, write you a check, and you're out the door. And the art is his. And he can price it and market it however he wants because he owns it. So those are the three basic types, and like I said, there's more types out there, but just so you know, kind of what you're getting into is very, very helpful. So I'll talk a little bit more about my process. Okay, sorry for the disjointedness on this video, but this place is so packed today. It's so refreshing to see everybody out and just getting out of the house and coming and visit Tombstone. But so I wanted to carry on about how to determine where is a good place for you to put your work, because that's super important, that you have a gallery that you're a good fit in. Your work is a good fit in. There's you bring the uniqueness that the gallery needs. They may have 5 oil painters, but if you have your own style that's different, that's the place you need to be. You don't want to be next to somebody that paints similar style to you, or glass or ceramics or whatever. So you really want to look for that. And I highly recommend that you pick a town, like wherever your local galleries are at. You walk around town and you just pretend you're a customer. Just go in, take a look, see how that gallery treats their customers first off, because not every gallery is really worth your work too. So on the flip side, and also you want to look and make sure that your price point is fitting to the gallery. So you don't want to be super high, super low compared to other artists. You kind of want to. That's really comes down to finding your fit. does the gallery attract your target audience? And it's super important that you understand who your target audience is. That's really the hardest thing, I think, for new artists coming into trying to sell their work, is figuring out who that person is that's buying your work, and look around. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. So you don't want to be like, for me as a glass artist, I don't want to be going into a gallery like that. It's hard to explain. Hang on. Sorry, I had to make a sale. So the idea is like, I had a friend of mine who is trying to enter the art world with metalwork and knives and fine craftsmanship like that. Walking into a gallery like this with oil paintings and things may not be a good fit for him and his work to be presented. So you have to look at where where a good fit is going to be. I've taken notes here, so the other thing is like, you would not want to gather up a couple of your pieces of work and hit the galleries and unannounced. These people are very, very busy people trying to make sales, and for you to come in and interrupt that process, trying to present your work, you're not only insulting them, but you're not giving yourself a fair shake as far as having their undivided attention. Stand by. Okay, sorry about that. Another sale. So, I probably shouldn't have picked a Friday to come out here and do this video, but it is what it is. So, I think I left off with talking about, like, don't just drop in on these galleries and expect these managers and owners to, accommodate you. You really want to just ask for a business card on the way out the door, and then it's super important to follow up with either a phone call or an email. And if you email, please include some pictures of your work and show it off a little bit, and request an appointment so you can show them your work, so you have their undivided attention. Super important. Okay. And lastly, because I'm just about out of battery and out of patience with all these people here, this place is packed today. It's just wonderful to see. Once you do get into a gallery, it's super important that you have a wide diverse of price points for the clientele to choose from. So don't just offer $300 items, right? A lot of people can't afford that, but they still like your work. So, offer something in the $40 or $50 if you can. Just depends on, your style of work. So that is all I'm going to say about that. If you have any questions, just drop them in the email or in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them as best as I can. I'm not an expert in this field. I'm retired military, and this is all new to me, but I jumped in with all, my whole heart, and I basically took on the role as publicist. Who knew? I'm pretty darn good at being a publicist for these galleries. So that really helps bring people in the door and sells everybody's work. So if you get into a gallery, look for ways that you can have full impact on the bottom line, because that's really what it's all about, right? So good luck. Get back into your galleries. I need to do the same thing, and let's make some beautiful art and get back to business. So see y'all later. Goodbye from Tombstone.